Kibaki's tenure as president comes to a close in 2012. And as the curtains draw on the Kibaki presidency, the ultimate question will be, who will succeed him? His record in infrastructure development and the revival of the economy is rated highly both by his friends and foes alike. But the Othaya MP knows only too well that there is no reverse gear in his journey to retirement.
Safari hii tangu mimi kuchaguliwa, tuliambiwa unachaguliwa 2 terms. Sidio? Na hii imekwisha. Na hakuna haja ya kusungumza ati ukaseme mimi nakupenda sana Mwai Kibaki, nataka ukae pale milele. Wai bure. Unadanganya nani? Utakuwa ukidanganya nani? Sisi tunajua na tunajua namna ya uchaguzi.
Even though his name will not be on the presidential ballot paper, the father of 4 will directly or indirectly determine who his successor will be next year.
If Kibaki does not influence the outcome of the 2012 election, one should then record him as a political novice, which Kibaki is not. This Muzee appears very quiet, but he is very savvy. He understands power politics very well. But the way he will influence the results of the coming election will not be determined early. I think he will wait for the game to play out.
But in his 2-term presidency, Kibaki has preferred to conduct his business more as a manager than as a politician, at times leaving the country guessing on his political moves. Is there a likelihood that he will outrightly name his preferred successor, like his predecessor Daniel Arap Moi did in 2002?
I'm just seeing him fading into the annals of history, and he will fade slowly, invisibly, having said nothing regarding who his successor will be. Will he spring a surprise? I highly doubt. That would be completely uncharacteristic.
The 2012 presidential race will be contested by, among others, Kibaki's ally in the 2002 NAC team, Raila Odinga, who later became his key opponent in the 2007 presidential poll. So contested was the 2007 general election that it resulted in unprecedented violence that had to be cured through a power-sharing deal. The Grand Coalition government has often been characterized by friction and rivalry between the two principals and their allies.
Oh no, don't pretend. I mean, how can you suddenly become very clever? Sudden, umekuwa very clever. Wewe ndio unaweza kila kitu. Wapi? Hapana. No, please.
Kibaki is deemed to have a soft spot for Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Uhuru Kenyatta, with Kenyatta in the growing list of men and women jostling to succeed Kibaki. Is there a likelihood that Kibaki will openly anoint the Gatundu South MP his preferred successor?
Essentially, he already has. One would say so. It is done in a very subtle way. When Uhuru Kenyatta went to visit him in Othaya, basically he was telling us that this is my man, without necessarily telling us that directly. But will he come and tell us categorically, the way Moi told us that this is my project? Very uncharacteristic of the old Kibaki.
And before he takes the last bow as the country's head of state and government, Kibaki believes he has some loose ends to tie before the curtains come down.
Watu walisikia Mwai anamaliza wakati wake, wanafikiri utakwisha kesho. Ingekuwa sawa kama ingekuwa kesho. Sidio? Hakuna, sisi hatutaki mambo ya kubadilisha namna hii. Lakini uchaguzi mwenyewe tumebakiza mwaka mzima na tutafanya hiyo kazi.
For now, it's all eyes on the man who made a name for himself in the economic field, both as a long-serving finance minister and vice president, and later as president, to see how he will shape the events of 2012. So as Kenyans look forward to a peaceful transfer of power in 2012, political observers will be watching very keenly Mwai Kibaki's every move. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV.